So this video is all about a weird strategy to level up in Wrath Classic from 70 to 80. This is a very unusual strategy which utilizes classes and specs which you wouldn't normally level with. So take this well-known grinding location outside Valgard, where mobs that award experience continuously spawn very fast. The location itself is not the point of this video. I mention this because there were several people commenting on my last video who must literally have watched it for 20 seconds and completely missed the point. You'll miss a lot of cool stuff if you do that. Now, if you play a tank type class, then you can just gather up all the mobs and AoE them down, as has been shown in several videos by other talented YouTubers. But there's another approach here which allows you to gain experience very fast. Take my subtlety rogue here. Subtlety is not a spec anyone levels with that much. All the guides suggest using combat, as it sucks at killing multiple mobs. There are other classes with specs like this and abilities and items which excel at killing single rather than multiple targets, and they are all generally shunned for leveling purposes. But here is a way for these specs to really shine. At the river that separates Valgard from the Utgard Keep area spawns a wolf. My rogue can kill this mob in a few seconds, and it almost instantly respawns. The almost is important. During the time between respawns, my rogue can re-stealth and reuse some of the most powerful DPS abilities in the game, like ambush. Normally chain kills from stealth like this aren't possible, but with a continuous respawn in almost exactly the same location, the sub-rogue can maintain a much higher level of damage per second. The key to this strategy is to choose talents like Remorseless Attacks, which gives you a 40% critical strike chance after killing an enemy, which yields experience. This talent becomes stupidly overpowered with the very high kill frequency you can get from using ambush repeatedly on instant respawns. In fact, any ability for any class which increases your damage after a kill can be exploited mercilessly here. This is actually one of the most important principles behind the best damage exploits. If a damage increase is conditional upon some event, find ways to make that event happen a lot faster than normal, and you can usually break the game. At level 73 here, I'm getting roughly 1,000,000 XP per hour, doing really very little. My rogue doesn't have heirlooms, so you'll do a lot better with those, 40% better from the XP bonus alone. And you'd be literally one-shotting the mobs with even slightly better gear than I'm using here. Some of the gear I've got is PvP, some is collective gear. So there would be an additional increase in XP there. This method is best done with rested XP in short bursts. It is a great way to level alts when you are burned out playing your main. Because we are right next to Valgard, it is a short walk to the inn where you can park your character between sessions and maximize your rested XP. You can improve on this strategy, which is designed to be ultra simple. For example, every now and then there will be a short pause of 7 to 8 seconds while the wolf respawns. You can use CC such as sap on a nearby mob so that when this happens you have something to kill, which increases your overall experience by about 10 to 15%. Now, this strategy works pretty well up to level 75. There are other instant respawn locations to use from this point. For example, here at this point in Zuldrak, trolls continuously respawn. The trolls respawn a little slower than the Valgard wolves, but they have one advantage over the wolves. They do have regular loot drops. The absolute best location for the whole of Wrath of the Lich King Classic for grinding is actually a weird place where all the level 80 mobs in the area are sitting down, allowing you to attack from behind with any class and get a guaranteed critical strike. I'm very attached to that location and I don't want Blizzard to fix it, so you'll have to follow the clues I've given you there to find it, or join my Patreon. Now, I should just add, for the benefit of those who are asking, no, I am not a robot, and I have no immediate plans to destroy the world. I am British. Now, while that is in many ways quite similar to being a robot, especially if you're on the wrong side of the autism spectrum, it's not quite the same thing.